Hello there, I am William Williams, and I am here to tell you about nuclear energy, and how splendid it is. Believe it or not, nuclear energy is far more environmentally friendly than you may think.
But what about Chernobyl?
There is no Chernobyl. Right then. Nuclear energy has had its issues in the past, however. Modern power plants are much safer. In fact, nuclear energy is only a problem when there is human error, and it produces far more energy than any other environmentally friendly source.
But mister, what about all the nuclear waste?
Good question, little fella. Nuclear waste may seem like a very dangerous substance. However, nuclear waste can run through a power plant multiple times, and all the energy is expended.
What happens if we run out of uranium to run the nuclear power plants?
Well, current estimates predict we have enough uranium to last 80 years. Nuclear reactors can also be converted to use thorium.
I think we should just build a windmill.
Well, you little hoodlum, windmills take up much more space, and they kill a estimated 140,000 birds up to 328,000 birds in North America. That is good eating right there. I mean, you can't complain about that.
Well, what about solar panels?
Well, solar panels cannot provide a base load of energy, meaning it depends on the sun or not. In Soviet Russia, there is no sun, only cloud. I don't particularly like that man, but he is right. Certain parts of the world do not get enough sunlight to sustain them on solar power alone.
I don't know if I'm buying into this whole nuclear energy thing.
Well, would you believe me if I told you that it releases 10 million times more energy than coal-fired power plants?
That's impossible. Coal produces the most energy.
It is not impossible for nuclear energy to produce the most energy, but coal does produce the most smog and emissions. Plus, it needs far less resources to produce the amount of energy it does. In fact, one pellet of uranium can produce the same amount of energy as 1 ton of coal.
So shouldn't we use renewable energy?
Well now, not necessarily. We can use nuclear energy as a stepping stone between coal and fossil fuels to renewable resources. Or we can just do Stalin's 5-year plan, and many people die, but, who cares? Alright now, seriously, how does that guy keep getting in here? We have a documentary to film. You can stop a Soviet, but I'm Finnish, blood. Now that he's gone, let's take a look at world energy uses by type.
Wait, why don't we use hydroelectric energy? That's clean energy, right?
Well, hydroelectricity can damage rivers ecosystems and also wash out rivers, plus it can only support power to towns near rivers. There are 2 ways for an atom to release nuclear energy. These are nuclear fusion and nuclear fission. What is nuclear fusion? Nuclear fusion is energy that is released when atoms literally fuse together. This means that they join together to form a bigger atom. What is nuclear fission? This is when energy is released when an atom breaks. They split up and form smaller atoms. Nuclear energy can create radioactive waste. For example, when it is used as a reactor fuel, this can be harmful to humans and animals, as it could be radioactive. These materials have to be carefully handled, and they are disposed of in a special way, according to rules and laws, so that life can be protected. Even the clothes can become contaminated when radiation is produced. Any material which becomes contaminated can remain radioactive for thousands of years. Wow! When the power plants release energy, they do this by splitting the atoms. When this happens, a huge amount of energy is released. Nuclear energy is sometimes called uranium. Uranium is a chemical element that is a radioactive metal. This is found in rock, which is used as nuclear fuel. Uranium is used commonly by nuclear plants for nuclear fission. Uranium is a non-renewable fuel. Once it is sourced from mines, it has to be processed before it can be used as fuel. What does non-renewable mean? It means that this particular fuel source cannot be renewed or recreated. Thank you for tuning into our program. Have a wonderful day. Good night.